Hello everybody, this is going to be a bit of a walkthrough of my final project. We're going to start with the admin view. I am using the default admin view from the Django, and right now this is what allows an admin to create a campaign. So a campaign, which you can create, is made up of many paths, which have many choices, which link back to more paths, and that's how you can play through a campaign. Your campaigns also have comments, which users and admins can leave comments on. Of course, that also means that admins have the power to delete comments. So here on the actual base site, you go to the campaign, you can see there are several comments from users and an admin, but the admin has the power to remove those. So if I want to, I can remove that comment for now. That being said, an admin cannot select a weapon or play through a campaign. So I'm going to log out of the admin user and log back in as a base user. So now I'm logged in as a base user. Of course, one of the big features of a base user is the ability to select a weapon, which is the web scrape from a Final Fantasy VII wiki. And here it shows 5 of the random weapons. I think there's about 100 or so that get web scraped. And you can also view a plot of the weapons every time. So here you can see the weapon name versus their attack power and magical power. You can, of course, refresh it, get a different list. That's probably one you'd want to select. And then now you can plot it and you'll see that it's the new list. Of course, I am going to select that weapon. And what that does is when I go to my user details, I can see that I have that weapon selected with its attack and magical power. So now that I have a weapon selected, I can go through and play a campaign. So there's the start button that's only available to logged in users. When I click that, I can start playing a campaign. So this is the first page of the campaign. Let me go in the code. Yep, start campaign. What that does is gets the first path from the list and puts that as the first campaign, and then gives you the template for the path page. And so you can play through that. Each choice is linked to a different path, which leads to a different result. So let's say if I go left, and I was killed instantly. Fun, fun, fun. So then I can go back to the home page, go to the campaign, and write a comment. So then I'm going to start it again, and I'll go right this time. So one of the details about this is that some of these choices have different checks. For example, attempting to break down the door should have a strength check. So if I go to this function, make choice, that choice should have an attack value. So I get the user's attack from their weapon and the threshold of the attack value needed by the choice, and then render a different result depending on if the user's attack was greater than the threshold. Because I have a really good weapon, I should be able to, yep, I was able to kick down the door and leave. But if I go back here and let me get a crappier weapon, something crappy. Don't think any of these are crappy enough. Don't know if any of these are crappy enough. Of course, I can check that. No, I can't. Let me just keep reloading until I get a really bad weapon. There we go, that's a horrible one. Now if I select that, go back into the campaign, and choose a strength check, you can see that, but my strength, it was a different result. My strength wasn't enough, and I guess I break my own legs trying to kick open the door and die. If I go back to here, there's also magic checks which operate in the same way, so let me try to get to one of those. Here, I have like 0 magic right now, so if I try to use magic to light my path, I make myself explode instead. So those are the main functionalities of this website. I found it pretty fun to make, and I'm not really much of a creative writer, but I did enjoy making this little campaign I made for myself. Thank you for watching.